Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition of the Laymen Show. This is where we've having an exclusive and we brought an expert in. So I'm sat here with Gabe.
Yep. Very special welcome to our guest, sat here with Lee.
Yes, our guest who is going to remain anonymous for now. We're going to call him the Predator Hunter.
Yeah.
I like that title.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Laymen Show.
Hello there.
Hello. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, as you know, there's a lot of different type of people out there.
Yeah.
Well, I've got different fantasies about kids.
A lot of romance.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is, I've seen a lot of videos from over the internet.
Yeah.
I talk with my hands, I apologise.
It's alright.
But no, so I've watched a lot of them, and I was like, it's wrong what they're doing. What they're getting caught out for it. So I thought, I'd try it. So I set an account up, watched every video what I could find on YouTube.
Yeah.
Set the account up exactly to what they've been saying it was.
Yeah.
Left it there. People was adding it. But it was all over the world.
How long had you left this account for?
This was within an hour.
Within an hour?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So then, it was all over the world, but obviously people know what fake accounts look like.
Yeah.
So the ones what you know what look like a fake account,
Yeah.
you delete them anyways.
I see.
So then, if there's different...
Is this like, the $2 Taiwanese account?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them types of ones.
I love your long time account.
Yeah, so the sex porn ones.
Yeah.
So then delete them, and there's ones in America, everywhere, all over the world. They'll start messaging you. So then, you look at ones what are in the UK.
Yeah.
But then, majority of them what are in Hull.
Oh, I see. So in your locality where you live, because they're the ones you can do something about.
So then, they'll start messaging you. Because if you send the first message, it's classed as entrapment.
Oh, I see. So you can't... That's interesting that you can't actually instigate a conversation.
No. But if they instigate it first, they've got you. You went and trapped them, they're trying to reel you in. So they'll start a conversation off. You can act however you want to act. You can act moody, be nice to them.
Yeah.
Just so then they'll believe you. So then you'll put a fake face on.
Yeah.
So then they'll think it's a teenager.
Yeah.
I see.
So then you'll start messaging them. I don't know how long it'll take them. It can be within 10 minutes, 15 minutes to an hour. They'll start sending pictures of the dicks, basically.
Yeah.
And then they'll start asking you questions about them. Saying, oh, what would you do to this and all that? Like, and just answering like, you don't know.
Sorry, good.
I don't get it. Adult women don't like dick pics. What makes you think a 14-year-old would like a dick pic?
It's weird you just said that.
Microphone
just... in proper layman style. But I was going to say, I mean, when you set up this fake profile, are you always a female, or do you...
No, I've got an account as a boy as well.
Yeah.
But it's very rare that gets people on it. They add you, but they don't message you, so you just leave it there, wait for the messages. But it's the young lasses what the older guys are going for.
Right.
They can go from the age of... Well, the account I've got is a 14-year-old. There's ages from, 28? The youngest, 19.
Bloody hell.
Up to the age of 60.
Yeah, because you have this sort of like stereotype view of a paedophile as a creepy guy, an old guy.
They're not. For an example, there could be...
What, Gabe?
I'm 27 years old.
No, there could be your age. I do apologise. That's just for an example.
Yeah.
There could be my age.
Or my age, yeah. So age doesn't matter, does it? It's indiscriminate.
As long as if they look like the look of a teenager, their mind is triggered like...
What I've never understood is they know this
it's wrong.
person. Yeah, they know this person they're contacting is wrong. What's spurring them on? What's making them think, I can get away with this?
The excitement of being caught.
The excitement of being caught?
The excitement of being caught, but getting away with it until they get caught.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. So, obviously, they get in touch with you. At what point does it become sexual? At what point is it suddenly, you're not going from a normal conversation into a sexual conversation?
Well, how long have we been doing this now?
We've been doing this for, about 5 minutes?
It could be that.
That's
potentially.
That's how quick?
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, because that's worrying, because kids,
there was one guy, I ain't going to say names or anything, because they're caught on that.
What about convicted names? Can you name those people?
Not yet, because I'm still waiting to find out myself.
I see.
So I don't know until I can't say now.
Yeah.
But one of them, it took him 5 minutes to start sending his first picture.
Bloody hell.
And I was like, nah, I couldn't go outside to block him straight away.
And was that like a graphic picture, like a picture like of his knob?
In his hand.
Oh my God.
I'm wondering, do they all look like paedophiles?
No.
No.
They could look like me, they could look like you, they could look like you.
Because it's funny, because every time I see a paedophile on TV...
Yeah, they look deformed.
Yeah, he was a paedophile.
Yeah.
Jimmy Savile is like, how could you not see that he was...
I didn't see it. I didn't see it, to be honest. What he did a lot for stuff, though, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, but that was his... But
you could see it a little bit.
But if he wasn't that famous and was just... And just dressed like who he was, you would think there was something up with him.
To be honest,
you know what I'm saying?
All over the country, people that dress different.
I know, but he looked like fucking a white Snoop Dogg gone wrong.
Tracksuits, dodgy glasses.
He dressed weird, didn't he? He dressed like a teenager.
He looked like an older version of Ali G.
But it was weird. But anyway.
Yeah, so
it could take 5 minutes, an hour, 24 hours, days, weeks.
And how do you record everything they send you? Everything.
I don't delete any messages at all, and I screenshot them all, no matter what it is,
and then keep them in order.
There's evidence,
yeah,
you know.
It's like what I was printing one off for the one what I was on about, what I sent you the videos of. I was printing his information off, and I had another one messaging me while I was sat there. Well, it was about not even 100 yards from me. I was in the library in town.
Yeah.
Printing it off. He was outside, where Home Bargains is.
Oh my God, yeah.
He was stood there, but I was by myself.
Yeah, so for the listeners who don't know, we've got Central Library, and basically across the road is Home Bargains.
Yeah.
So he's within, maybe 20 yards of you? Yeah.
So I didn't have nobody with me, so I've gone outside, I've seen him, but luckily, my friend, who came with me on that one, was in town already, so I've rang her and said, look, I need you to come with me a minute, just to stand there as a first.
Yeah.
So she did. So didn't grab hold of a traffic warden as such. I've said, can you just do me a favour, please? Come and stand with me.
Yeah.
So you've got a body camera on.
I see. So that's good thinking, yeah.
But I've made sure he's still being outside the corner of Home Bargains and Central Library because there's the cameras there as well.
Did you have to tell the traffic warden that this is what you're doing?
I told him straight away.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I'll come and stand there, but I can't get involved if it gets physical. So I was like, yeah, fair enough, mate. Just leave me to it and I'll deal with that. It didn't get physical at all. So he stood there and I didn't ring the police. I was trying to, but obviously if I'd have tried ringing the police, he'd have tried making off and I couldn't have my phone out and read the messages to him and then ring him at the same time.
Yeah.
So I've asked that traffic warden to radio through for me.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So they've radioed through. Within minutes, there was there.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
On the second one I got, because I rang him personally, it took him 45 minutes.
Oh, I see.
So I was struggling with him.
Yeah.
He's tried punching me, tried elbowing me and everything.
So you're trying to restrain him for 45 minutes. Yeah. Why has the police took so long?
I genuinely don't know. I can't answer that one.
I
think we talked about this before. The rate of criminal reports has gone up. The rate of criminal convictions has gone down.
Yeah.
They'd rather go for a drug dealer.
It's an easy conviction.
People ask for drugs. Kids don't ask for that.
That's a good point.
But I don't get it. As I say, essentially, a drug dealer is a victimless crime. It's a transaction between two people.
It's like, for an example, look at that Charlie Bronson. Look at his case, how long he's been in jail. He's never killed anybody.
No, but he's a loose cannon, mate. He's covered himself in shit. He has ragged the prison door off.
He's got mental issues, but he's never killed anybody.
He's drawn pictures, hasn't he, mate?
Yeah, but
that he wants to...
But then if you look
pictures of killing paedophiles and that.
So then if you look at a paedophile, he gets 8 years for doing that. That Charles Bronson's done armed robbery, that's it. 30 years in solitary and all that. I don't think that's worth it.
No, it's not. It's wrong. He should have been in Cat D by now.
And to be honest,
or even just in a psych ward or
something. It should be released, but not in prison like that.
Yeah, he's going to die in there, isn't he?
What about Tommy Robinson? I
don't follow him.
Neither do I.
He's a cunt. He is a cunt.
But I mean,
it's some of his views. Like look at that Muslim rape gang.
Yeah.
He put his back out there. That's why he went to jail. He put his back outside the court, recorded and said, "You're a dirty raping cunt."
Yeah.
In front of them all, he got put in jail for it.
He did, because obviously he was doing something wrong that went against the law.
It's not against the law.
Isn't it?
No.
Not against... these people he was shouting at, were they already convicted?
They've already been arrested for it, put up at court for it, convicted, yeah.
And they've been convicted at the time, I don't think. That's the reason why he got arrested.
They did. Just going back into court for conviction, sentence and whatever it was. But no... By law, you're allowed to record in any public place without anybody's permission.
With Tommy Robinson exposing them gangs, he's shown us that there's a big problem.
There is.
That, your incidents here, you're sat talking to us about individuals. These are gangs, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it goes up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, these are the working class gangs.
Them ones get them for free.
Yeah.
Just look at the people who pay for them. It happens all over the world.
Who are the people who pay for kids? How far does it go?
Who knows? Could be the chief police, could be firemen, anybody.
People of power.
It could be.
Because they're the ones with the money.
Potentially is. Look at the government who got away with it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, wasn't there a massive child paedophilia scandal in Westminster?
Yep.
Yeah.
All going on for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And he got fuck all for that.
What happens when...
Oh, yeah, smart.
No, I twisted that
fucking TARDIS, this!
I twisted that bottom.
But the people that you sort of like get in contact with, how far do you go before you think, I've got you? Is it... Do you arrange a meet?
I was going to say, do you instigate the meet?
No.
Yeah.
Do they always instigate
Because
the meet?
I know I've said already that if they message you first,
Yeah.
that you've got them, but if you message them first, it's entrapment.
So,
Even if it's still in the messages, you asking them to meet, that's still entrapment.
I see. So you've always got to hold back.
Yeah.
Always got to hold back,
Oh.
even if you think,
All the time.
I've got you.
I've had, there's many people on there, many of them.
I mean, but it's also unlikely for a 14-year-old girl to have that.
It's like one of them, the worst one was a 65-year-old, could have been a granddad. We're like, I'll come see you tonight and I'll give you a cuddle. Or like, you only just had it on Facebook.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, and within 10 minutes of getting one of them, he was there to meet her as well.
That's
There was
crazy.
There was 4 of them in 24 hours.
What about your own safety then? What if...
I got feared about myself.
But surely there's an issue, isn't there? I mean, what if you go to one of these meets and it's a gang? It's not an individual.
That's what I've thought about it, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I have thought about it totally.
But it don't put you off, does it?
No. I say it is if someone's going to kill you, look at the face of danger. Don't turn around and get it in the back.
I mean, there's worse ways to go out than,
Yeah.
Defending
To be honest,
children.
Yeah. So
I'd
another...
rather go out doing something what people enjoy
Yeah.
than doing something not.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I know the police are a big fan of what you do. You see them on YouTube, paedophile hunters, and the police are always saying, stop, don't do this.
It's like,
Well, I mean, I sort of get it. At the end of the day, you should really just straight up report it to the police rather than uploading it to
can you
YouTube.
pause and do another bit as well?
We're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was saying the police are not big fans of vigilantes, are they? So have they ever come up to you and said, stop doing this?
I've had one, yeah. But then she rang me not so long ago.
Yeah.
And she said to me, on the record, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
But personally, I think carry on.
So really,
Off the record, keep doing it for us.
Why are the police not doing this? Why are they not doing
not
this?
enough funding for it.
Is that what it is?
Not enough money. They'd rather put money out there to catch drug dealers.
Have you got any idea of like how many paedophiles there might be in our area, for example? Do you have like a rough guard of like how many there are?
No.
I mean, someone said once before, in Hull you're not 6 foot away from a rat, and you're also not 6 foot away from a paedophile.
One of them. I honestly don't know that.
So you're going to carry on doing this for the rest of your life, do you?
Yeah, no. If it causes too much shit in my life, no.
Yeah.
I'll always have someone doing it for me.
I see.
I'll always be involved with it.
Yeah.
But not the front of it.
Yeah.
Like as what you've seen and what I've showed you.
Yeah. So, I mean, how many have you caught recently then?
Well, in a year, within 24 hours in the same day, 4.
4 in 24 hours?
Yeah.
I bet you didn't know what to do with yourself.
I was like, the first one I had no one with me, as I've told you already.
Yeah.
So I've had to grab a traffic warden, as I've spoken to you about already. And I was like, yeah, I wasn't bothered, because it was all safe with cameras. So then the second one started again. So then it was just carried on after that like that. There was plenty more of them, but by that time, the police have got them 4 off and were like, look, they've got enough to try and charge them, but 2 of them's got away with it.
I see.
So then they've still got that phone. There's a hell of a lot more of them was messaging, sending pictures away in Hull as well. What I didn't get to speak to because the police have took the phone off me.
So
but obviously for the evidence and that, which I wasn't bothered about.
Yeah.
But there's still people messaging it. If I turned that phone on, I bet there's over 150 messages come through.
I mean, you said the police took your phone off of you. Did they reimburse you in any way? No. Will you get your phone back?
Probably. I wasn't bothered about the phone. It was genuinely fucked. The screen was popping off it and everything.
Yeah, but don't you get your own property back?
Okay.
Yeah, eventually, when the case is clear. As soon as his first one that I'm on about, which I won't name names,
Yeah.
if he gets convicted, yeah. But if he goes not guilty, it'll be another 6 to 8 months after. And they've had it nearly a year already.
I don't know what I'd do if the police took the phone off of me.
I'd be fucking pissed off. I'd be like, what are you doing?
10 minutes to get another one anyway, so
but at the end of the day...
And I just transferred my mobile number across from that one.
So, obviously, when you go to these meets then, and they realise it's it's a sting, they see you approaching.
No, because they don't know who I am.
So, you just come and grab them, don't you, out of the blue?
I walk up to them and say, oh, what's your name? They tell me. I was like, oh, you would to me? I was like, my mate. I'm like, so was your mate? And they start so I'd like calling you bluff. So I said, alright, and what's your mate's name? So they don't tell me. So I was like, is your mate name so-and-so? They were like, no. So I was like, alright, and once I just ring my mate, so I've rang his phone. We're like, you're lying.
Oh, I see. So you ring them and it rings in their pocket.
Some of them have tried running off.
Yeah.
But then the one that I've showed you already, he was riding up to her. The woman who I use.
Yeah, so just for the viewers, he sent me a video to my phone which shows one of these meets where he's actually apprehended one of these paedophiles. And you actually got in trouble for it, didn't you?
Yeah, I got charged with assault.
For restraining someone?
For restraining him. As it is, I'm on a suspended sentence, which is a suspended sentence of 4 months.
But what are you supposed to do in that case?
I mean, does it not fall under like a citizen's arrest?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, that's citizen's arrest,
I did, but the thing is, I didn't argue with him. I was like, yeah, fair enough. It was a 4-month suspended sentence for 12 months, £200 fine. And
you got fined?
Yeah, I got fined. This is what I got. But at the minute, because I didn't receive no letters from probation, no community service letters, no nothing, not to any of the addresses what I told them, there's a warrant out for my arrest.
It just gets worse.
But that's been for the past 4 months. I've not hidden from them. Because as at the minute, the job that I work as, I deal with police when I go to that type of job.
Yeah.
So when they ask me my name, I have to tell them a different alias name.
Right.
So then obviously they can't arrest me there and then.
Yeah.
Because I could be in the middle of Leeds, Sheffield, anywhere like Scotland or Ireland. They could arrest me there and then if it's on their thing.
Yeah.
So obviously the police are actually out there looking. They'd rather be sit out doing fuck all, just getting pictures.
I'm just a bit pissed off with the situation where you've gone to grab a child predator and you've got the evidence, you know he's there for that, and you're getting fined.
Oh, yeah.
200 quid.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I mean...
Totally wrong.
What does that go under? What charge is it? Common assault?
What I got? No, straight out assault.
Straight out assault?
Charges in. But as he's put these assault charges in, he's shot himself in the foot. Because I was there, well, I knew why I was there, so did everybody else, so did the police, because I rang them beforehand.
Yeah.
They knew. He's come there, he's put assault charges in, because he started saying, he's battered me and all this.
Yeah.
But I was there to meet him, because he was coming to meet what he thought was a 14-year-old girl.
Have you got it on video, that you haven't battered him? Yeah. Oh, I see, so that's the same one.
That's every single video, the police have got all that. But yeah, he's got away with that, but then he shot himself in the foot with it because I say to him, oh, I want a drink, as he's acting as his lass.
Yeah.
So he brings a drink, and it's in his bag. So he sends me a picture of it before he comes, and then I get there, and I look in the bag, his drink's there.
Is it the same drink?
Same drink, same one what he took a picture with.
See? Bang to rights there.
But then he shot himself in the foot by sending me that picture and get me done for assault charges. I ain't really too fussed about them. I'll take it. I'll slap on the wrist.
But it's wrong, isn't it, mate? It's wrong that you get fined 200 quid. If it was just a caution, fair dues.
Oh, I've had them before, that's why it's not.
To actually get fined for apprehending a predator, it's beyond anything I can say.
For doing the police's job for them.
Exactly.
As I was stood there asking him questions,
you know what I'm saying?
As I was stood there asking him questions, he tried moving away, so I've kept hold of his coat. And I said, have you got kids yourself? He's like, yes. I asked him how old he was. I ain't going to lie, he's told me. They said he's got a daughter, 14-year-old. Exactly the same age as what this last one. So what just made me trigger, I was just seeing red. So I've lifted my hand up to punch him.
Yeah.
But I thought, do you know what? Nah. So I've put my hand straight back down. And I've just said, can I have a cig, please? So I've got a cig and I had a cig instead. I said, look, I was going to whip you. But I didn't, because I'd rather get you put to jail than put you in ground.
See, that's another thing. There was a paedophile in Brough who got grabbed not so long ago. And apparently he was living next to a school. He had a married life and kids.
I know exactly what you're on about. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
no, I genuinely can't. That is no word about that.
But you do keep on top of it, don't you? Because you're aware.
I watch them all, but then if the teams who are doing it, these predator-hunted teams, if they aren't doing their investigation properly, look at the guy who caught on Hazel Foreshore who killed himself.
Has he killed himself?
Yeah, he was innocent. It wasn't even him.
See, that the people who are against it...
They've gone and grabbed that guy as potentially as a paedophile, it could have been. But he wasn't, because it was proven. Killed himself. Suicide, done. Because they've grabbed him with the wrong investigation.
But hasn't he done the same thing where he's chatted to a child, maybe sent pictures?
No, nothing.
So what was he doing there then?
No, he was just walking about. It was nothing to do with him, because he left that area that he thought it was.
At the end of the day, it's foreshore. People walk about a lot on foreshore.
Yeah.
You know?
I used to walk up and down there as I do. I smoke a joint.
Yeah.
And I walk up and down there sometimes myself, having a joint, looking at the water. It is relaxing.
I take the dogs for a walk up there, you know.
Yeah, because I suppose
you see a lot of things there. I've seen a lot of people shagging, right?
I know some.
So I've gone up to her a second.
I'm going to say apparently, right, because I don't trust her. She was an attention whore at the time, but a lot of dodgy things happened down there. A lot of people, blaming,
it can happen.
Blaming costs. Oh yeah, it can happen. I'm not saying that it didn't. I'm just
people do blame what you was just. People was going to blame what you was just going to say.
Bitch.
Okay, we're going for a pause.
The debt collectors, you have to fuck up.
Sorry about that, guys. Fucking bastard house phone was ringing.
Do you know what? Every single episode, Gabe, is with you.
1/3.
Something goes off.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we've got where we're at.
No, I remember saying that the police are not big fans, and obviously he's got fined £200 being accused of assault.
Well, I do actually remember now. Mm-hmm. The guy who killed himself on Ezel Forshaw.
Oh, yeah, Forshaw.
It was genuinely proven innocent, but he killed himself because of the...
Well, he's got labelled, hasn't he? It was loud.
No, he got labelled, yeah, but everyone who knew him didn't believe it. He's been labelled that, and he couldn't be doing it in his head, because he might have had mental issues. Yeah, people can have who do it. There's videos out there. But there's also, he could have had issues like, I can't deal with it no more. Done.
Killed himself, yeah.
It's like if I caught one, and he genuinely did it, and he went to jail, killed himself, I would feel guilty, yeah. Definitely. Because then it's my fault he's done it. Because he's in jail.
I mean, a lot of people would be like, thank God he's gone.
I would be myself, but...
He wouldn't be in jail if he wasn't a predator. He made a choice at the end of the day.
But then also, I put him in jail, like, good on him. He's dead, fucking right. But then there's also, I've destroyed a life.
So there's a bit of empathy there as well, that somebody's actually...
I've not just destroyed his life.
Yeah.
What about his mum, his dad, maybe his kids?
Yeah.
What about his nana? What about his nieces, his nephews, his cousins, his aunties, his uncles? What about all them?
But again, as I say, it's not you're not the one who's doing this.
Yeah, but I am that, because if it wasn't me doing it, it could be someone else doing it. But if it wasn't me or I know someone else doing it, it could be a kid.
But exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's that old phrase, "Don't shoot the messenger."
It's like I've got a child myself, and if I found some bloke doing that, I'd meet him, but he wouldn't be coming out of a bag. I'd go to jail for it.
I think anybody has that sort of that paternal instinct. If you hurt my kids, you're going down.
I'd have to get there first before my mum does. I won't fuck about.
But that's the thing. Like when you go to these meets, how do you contain yourself? How do you stop yourself?
I just think of my little boy. I was like, I've got him. I can't lose him.
So you're risking something if you get done and you get slammed.
Oh no, I'm going to jail.
Yeah,
I am definitely. But I had him for it.
My question to you is, as a generalisation.
Do I regret it?
No. Well, no, but that's not. No. That wasn't actually going to be my question. That is an interesting question.
But no, I don't.
But no, what do you think is the most, as a generalisation, what do you think is the most appropriate punishment for these people?
The what fucking... Oh, no.
This is a difficult one, isn't it?
You've just got to think of the country.
Because you've got different... You've got people who advocate having them killed. You've got people who advocate just putting them in jail. Or you've got people who advocate going for the chemical or physical... I agree with that one. Physical sterilisation or castration.
Not the physical one. Chemical.
Chemical 100%. Castration. They do it in the States in certain places.
Trump.
Yeah.
I agree with what he says about them. But then also, I agree with what Saudi Arabia does.
What do they do?
Kill them straight off.
What, beheaded?
I don't know if they behead them, but they do just kill them straight off.
I see.
Yeah, it's like I've seen a video, I don't know how the fuck I got it.
Yeah. Dark web.
No, it wasn't, mate. I genuinely have never been on it.
Yeah.
I mean, of all the countries...
I've seen it, and it's just in the middle of the town square, tied down, and there's two guys just fucking shooting him with shotguns in the edge, his body and everything just annihilated in the middle of in the town centre. But he was convicted of it, and he was like, fuck it.
I mean, the only problem with that is...
I do agree, and I don't agree. If they've done it to the child, yeah, 100%. But if they've just been accused of it and there's evidence and getting charged with it, let them put in jail. But if they've actually physically assaulted the child, Kill them straight off, no matter what. But let them have 10 minutes with the parents.
The only sort of problem I have with that is of sort of all the countries who want to emulate, I don't think Saudi Arabia is one of them.
No, I mean, fair enough.
Why was that country that type of...
No. I mean, like, at the end of the day, like...
I genuinely did see the video doing that, though.
No. I'm not saying that what they're doing is... Well, no.
It is wrong.
Well...
But it might be their way of dealing with stuff. But I ain't their way to judge them.
Again, like, that culture is very much an eye for an eye. Yeah. You steal, you get your hand cut off, you know.
Yeah.
If you kill somebody, it's their family who gets to decide whether you get killed yourself.
Yep.
But it would be like me, if someone killed one of my family, I'd be like, I'd let you live. But you wouldn't be living good.
Yeah.
No, I'd be doing anything I said. Not like a slave type of thing.
Yeah.
But it'd be paying for what he's done.
Well, I think that's what happens in Saudi. If the family let you live, you've got to support them. Like, if you've killed
I wouldn't ask him for money out. I'd punish him, like. But he'd be doing everything that I didn't want to do. In that type of sense.
It's just interesting.
But then also, if I got pissed off and changed my mind, I'd just bash 10 bells shit out of him, then he could go to jail.
So how do you cope with, then, all the shit that they send to you?
And it's even harder for me as well, because I've got ADHD.
So, trying to control yourself, like your temper.
I mean, I assume the weed helps.
So, no, not really. Because this is the one where I wonder what always could be a granddad.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, can I come give you a cuddle tonight and a kiss before I go home from work? I was like, yeah, of course you can. So when he got, I said, can I have this cuddle and kiss? Like, that type of stuff.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with all these guys sending you dick pics or...
Personally, I just laugh it off.
Yeah, otherwise it can... I suppose it can get to...
Because obviously I know it's not a real person.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Yeah.
So I can laugh it off personally. I don't laugh it off as in sense like that, but they're sending them to me.
Yeah.
Not to that child.
Yeah.
So I look at them like, hell, you've got a wonky dick. You might have something wrong with you. That type of thing.
Yeah. So
I sort of get that. It's sort of like...
Well,
you're disassociated from it, aren't you?
As soon as I've screenshotted it on the phone, because it was my personal phone, I've deleted it off the phone, but not as such, but saved it to my, to the memory card.
Yeah.
So it wasn't on my phone, but it was in the memory card.
As evidence.
So I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to keep looking at it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You don't want to keep seeing it every day, do you?
I left it on my phone, but put it in a different folder.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant by delete as such, but...
I'm surprised, like, sat here talking to you now, I didn't expect you to turn around and say, like, if one of them killed themselves, that you would feel bad.
I would feel guilty.
Yeah, because I've always thought...
I would shed a tear, fucking right off.
I'd always thought, fucking get rid of them.
No, get rid of them.
Yeah.
But it'd be empathy and...
Yeah.
It's just, I can see what you're
it's
getting
not it's just this soul, it's my soul.
Yeah.
I can see what you're getting at with, like, his family, but I wouldn't feel any empathy for him.
Yeah, because
I don't feel it for him, no, I don't get too flying fucks about him. What if he's got a baby?
Yeah.
Or what if he's got kids or...
And he was the breadwinner.
Yeah.
And yeah, I see what you
That's
mean.
what I feel. That's why I'd shed a tear. I'm like, fuck, then I'd feel guilty. And then I'd try and not introduce myself to them, like as such, but I'd try and get them away getting stuff.
At the end of the day, they're victims too.
Yeah. So I'd try and help
them. Yeah,
them.
because they didn't know.
Yeah. I'd try and help them.
They're victims of his lies. It's very interesting.
It's crazy,
you know. Be walking down the street, what's your name again, sorry?
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah.
What's your name? I could be walking down the street just looking at you two, just for an example. One of you two could be, but none of you will be able to tell who.
Yeah.
You couldn't see it. You wouldn't be able to feel it.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, when I look in the local paper or you see the news and you see paedophile, they always look like they always look weird.
But it's not. But the police officers who's been done for it.
Exactly. You're right. And
all they've got is suspended from the job without pay.
To a degree, don't you think it is? I don't want to blame it on the culture, but our culture basically does. How do you say?
It all started when the villages used to get raped and pillaged.
No. I was going to say,
years ago.
Like, our culture elevates youth. If you know what I'm saying. So the younger you are, the more beautiful you are in general.
Nah. Do you know what done it majority? Makeup.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because
in America they have them baby pageants, don't they?
Yeah.
Where they've got little girls dressed like adults.
Yeah.
But then what also it's done it is, do you remember when there was like 100 years ago, all these villages, they used to get raped, robbed, murdered, everything like that.
Raped and pillaged.
Yeah.
It started all stemmed up from there. Because thinking they could take the person. It's not just started recently. It's been years.
Oh
and
yeah,
years
rape has been around
years.
since the beginning of man.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I do feel this like paedophilia.
This is worse.
It's getting bigger.
Drugs. It's worse than that spice epidemic thing.
Yeah,
easy, 100%.
Because I look at how kids are sexualised in TV, clothing, makeup.
But then I don't. Sometimes I know it's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
But it's them lasses what are young who dress themselves up like that would entice some blokes as well, what get them in trouble as well.
Yeah.
It's like, I've heard a story of a lass who went out, she was only 15, went out, met a bloke, went home. She slept with him. Yeah. She got him done. He was like 28. She was 15.
But he probably didn't have a clue.
No. Did he fuck he got done for that? He's like ruined.
What do you think about a 17-year-old sleeping with a 15-year-old?
No.
No? See, I'm okay with that.
I'm not. Is she 16?
No, but again,
what's the legal age?
It's 16, but again...
But you know a lot of, 15-year-olds...
I'm talking about just in context, you know.
Oh, no,
you know, like you've just said, a lot of 15-year-olds...
How about a 15-year-old fucking a 14-year-old?
No.
No? Even though they're both underage? Very interesting.
You know that happens.
That is still classed as rape. Yeah.
But they're both underage.
Still rape. To a 14, 15-year-old, that's straight out jail rape, right?
Yeah.
For an underage, it's still rape as well.
But what if they're both underage?
I know, but the problem is...
Do they both get done?
No, what the bloke does.
What?
Exactly. That's what I don't get.
So if they were both 15, the guy's going to get done?
No, they're both... I don't know what had happened with that, but it's still wrong in my eyes.
See, but...
I was a cunt, yeah. I was only 13. So I can't really judge on that. But
obviously, the person you was probably 13 as well.
I can't answer that one.
But anyway, what I mean is, you was underage. The other person probably underage. Older.
Yeah.
Still underage?
Well, shouldn't they got done?
Yeah, they should have done.
But
it wasn't as known then.
Yeah.
But it's also,
it's
also different for boys than it is for girls.
I'm talking over nearly 14 years ago.
Boys are a lot more sexual than girls are. As far as I can tell, at least at that
So, is it okay for a mature woman then to sleep with a 15-year-old boy?
No.
But that's like... No, is the short answer to that question.
I thought it was...
Would she be classed as a paedophile?
Yes, she should be. But,
she is.
But as far as I know, legally...
They'll force that 13-year-old
on Boulevard,
jail. Not long enough. There's a guy who I know who got accused of rape who got put in jail for 28 years.
So, yeah.
She got put in jail for I think it was 7 or 8 years.
Because I was going to mention this about sentencing.
She's a fucking idiot. I used to work with her.
I mean, I already know.
You know which one I mean, don't you?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I used to work with her.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I already know the answer to this question, but have you come across any female predators?
Not me personally.
Just that one on Boulevard, isn't it? Who you used to work with. She forced a guy.
When I used to work with her.
Very rare.
Yeah.
It's what I'm getting at.
It's not that rare, though.
Oh,
I've seen videos. You never seen the women videos on YouTube?
No, I've not really seen any. All the videos I've watched on YouTube.
It's like there's two groups who I watch, what I ain't going to name.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I don't know what it's classed as.
Yep.
I watch their videos as well.
Are they local or out of town?
No, they're out of town. They'll come into Hull.
Yeah.
They go to Newcastle. Everything.
Oh, I think I know what you might mean.
Is it? I can't even say the name. Hang on. I can write to it though.
I've seen lots of videos online of American school teachers.
Yeah.
They're like fucking school kids.
Yeah. And if you was in an American school, would you complain? Look at some of them teachers.
Well, that's it. I mean, there was.
Then again, look at what the ages go up to.
There was a female teacher who got done for sleeping with a young lad.
But then again, it happened at my school.
Did it?
Well, it was like sort of at the very
There's
end.
always a pervy teacher in every school.
PE teachers.
There's
the PE teachers.
My PE teacher was fit.
Oh yeah, like one of my PE teachers was fit, but I'd say the one who was shagging a sixth former and then married her, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
wrong with that.
We used to have sixth form parties.
But he was teaching her.
Yeah, but how old was
she? She was 16, but
yeah, still there you go.
But he was teaching her. He was her teacher.
He broke the code.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with that one. But
and
then again, how old was the teacher?
He was like 40 odd.
Well, I don't agree with it personally. I don't.
No. But I'm just. This is what I'm getting at.
Still the legal age.
It's the context, you know. A 40-year-old shagging a 16-year-old is odd, but it's legal.
It's Jeremy Kyle type
But a 17-year-old shagging a 15-year-old, which is more reasonable in my eyes, is completely illegal.
Yeah, because it happens. I mean, loads of 15-year-old lasses date 17-year-old lads. Yeah. Just a little bit older.
They have their own courses at the moment. Bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all slagged up with the stuff.
That's it. That is it. You've hit the nail on the head there.
I mean, I've seen it because obviously what I do as a job, I deal with that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Not security, with the cars.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I've had to go pick some of them up. And I've stood there and laughed at them.
Yeah.
The cars blocked because...
Yeah. Not you, man.
Some of them, don't get me wrong, nice cars. Like one kid had an Audi. I was like, you're rich, cunt. Your mum bought you this, hasn't she? was a nice car though. I'd love to have it myself.
So, have you got any in the pipeline at the moment, or contacting you?
I've got someone doing it for me at the minute, and I haven't spoken to them for a while yet.
Yeah.
I've been getting sorting myself out.
Yeah.
I'd rather I've took time to do myself stuff.
So, is it just a case of waiting for them?
I know. I'll ring them when I'm ready.
No, but what I meant was like,
everything.
Is it a case of waiting for someone to contact the decoy, as they call it?
Because you don't contact first, no.
Yeah. So you just got to wait. It's a waiting game. Obviously, how long have you been doing this now then?
I honestly ain't got a clue.
When did it start? When you said you watch these American programs?
Yeah.
Where they trap a predator.
Yeah.
And that's what started it off?
Yeah.
How old would you have been then?
I'm talking over 10 years ago, though.
10 years ago. Because I've seen that program. It looks a bit corny, but it
is. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it is funny.
Is it the one with Chris Hansen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Predator.
Yeah. Hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Shout out Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
That's what started me.
Yeah.
Because what he's done it televised.
Professionally.
Yeah.
Like fucking coming in as so.
Well, he mainstreamed it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that, man.
I think as we spoke about this, I don't want to be famous. I don't think
it
wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
I want the money.
I'd just shrug it off my shoulder.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you did mention that in the future, if there is a time where you confront someone, that we'd be able to come along.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Just keep in touch.
Yeah.
I'm down. Well,
I'm down for, it'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant for the people who are interested in this podcast to actually see what happens, on the ground. And me personally, I think...
I still need to think of it now.
Give me a chance to put my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills.
Well, then there's some, 6'4" guy stood there, or bigger, whatever. How tall are you?
5'11".
I'd say a foot and a half taller than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be interesting for the people to see, because personally, I think what you do is brilliant.
But I'd let you get people to think of a name.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, we could always ask the listeners to come up with a name. I mean,
if they have to think of a name, but it can only be beginning with 3 letters. So it's like, if it's on a t-shirt, it's like 1, 2, 3.
It's like an acronym.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know what that means.
It's like FBI.
Yeah, like FBI.
Yeah, that type of thing, but then they've got to make it look good on the back.
But in the worry that if your face gets seen, that paedophiles recognise you. So if they're in your area or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, don't you want them to be worried?
No. Not yet.
Not yet.
No, I want him to be invisible. So he can grab them. If they think, he lives around here.
The videos what I've showed you,
yeah,
I haven't put nowhere.
I see.
They are on no Facebook, no nothing.
That's another thing that I wanted to ask. What do you think about the people who put the videos up on Facebook?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. I mean,
some of them, good on them, got them in jail, good. But some of them, they put it as soon as they get on there, and then, nah.
That's my problem.
That jeopardises it. I've watched one live stream. Some guys have come up, bolted fuck out the guy who got grabbed. Kicked them the shit out of him there and then.
It's more worth
that jeopardised it. Now that guy's got away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some videos where it looks like a mess.
But I sent you a message of that guy's name or the other guy's what I was on about.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's one of you was on about.
Yeah, because we saw some in the local newspaper the other day who'd walked free from court.
Oh, yeah. That's another one.
This is a mad story. 3 paedophiles have walked away from court, no charges.
Yeah.
I don't know what offences they've done, but I know one of them had downloaded stuff.
You know why they walked away?
They've been sent to rehab.
He sent me it. He sent me a screenshot of it.
Child rehab.
They've been sent for rehabilitation, so I don't know what that involves.
One of them reminds me hair out of Family Guy.
But he bumped into one.
No, he sent me it. As soon as he sent me, I was looking at it, I clicked on it, and I was walking down on the road, and I seen him. I was like, just turned around, you dirty fat nonsense cunt. And he was like, you don't know me. I was like, exactly. He was like, yeah. So I just stood there, but people started coming across while I'm stood talking to him, trying to fill him in, basically.
Yeah.
So I've had to stop him, because I knew who there was personally, so I was like, nah, I can't let him.
Mm.
But, no. That was funny as fuck.
That must have been a bad feeling, having to safeguard one of these nonsense.
But, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was only after you sent me it as well. It was 2 seconds afterwards.
Well, the layman will take full responsibility for that one.
You bastard. He nearly got me arrested, that bastard. If I'd have filled him in. Oh, he's a grass.
Okay,
there's no problem. I reckon you could have sent us a VO. We could have recorded this in prison.
Already.
I've done some dodgy stuff with this guy.
We will not discuss anything.
No, nothing happened. I mean, we're going to be winding.
Yeah, so it's been brilliant. It's been informative, and it's definitely opened my eyes. I still think you're doing a brilliant job, and I don't ever want you to stop.
Oh, no, I'm not stopping.
There should be more people. I mean, do you ever get other people wanting to join you and help you out?
No, I tell them no.
You tell them no? Why is that?
Because it's my life, my personal stuff. I ain't bragging them down if they're getting shit for it.
I see. Very noble.
I've got people who come with me, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've told them no. But they don't take no for an answer. One of them, my cousin.
Yeah.
And he's a bastard.
Yeah.
He's like me, I don't take no for an answer. He followed me, and if he wasn't there, I got them 10 bills of shit kicked out of me.
I see. So, yeah, hopefully you're going to set up something on Facebook so people can get in touch with you, maybe even give you leads.
Yeah.
Because that would help, wouldn't it?
I've got people doing that already.
Have you?
They're not going nowhere yet.
Gabe, as a layman, do you think we can maybe help him out and set something up for him?
I'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we've got some good ideas and stuff.
Yeah, we'll get the layman.
Dog's got to come as well, Yeah, I got the wink though then, didn't I?
Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode with our local predator hunter. Find us on Twitter at Laymen. Find us on the Facebook group. And obviously listen to us on YouTube. And don't forget Patreon. Subscribe on Patreon because you get exclusive on there. And there's shows on there that we will not put on to YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's been brilliant to meet you, mate.
Yeah, thanks for...
You are in the Laymen good books.
Thank you.
Yeah, much love.
Yeah, big love. Say goodbye.
Ivy, do you want to say goodbye? Sing. Sing.
Is your dog stoned?
I don't think she wants to talk today. What's wrong? What's happening?
Sing.